Habits pretty much work like this. And then each of these habits was formed in a sequence of 4 steps: cue, craving, response, reward. That's why James Clear's first law of behavior change is make it obvious. You want to make the cue obvious. Now the cool thing is we can take advantage of the fact that our habits usually have this type of domino effect by using existing habits as cues for desired habits. Now James Clear calls this habit stacking, and I think it's brilliant. In theory it goes, after current habit, I will new habit. And then I want to show you a couple of examples of how I've done this so that you can get a feel for how it looks practically. My first habit stack involves brushing my teeth. Brushing my teeth is the base habit, and then I stack some form of exercise on top of that. Currently I'm doing this thing where I hang from the pull-up bar, alternating arms to increase my grip strength, but I've had different forms of this habit stack in the past. Squats, one leg squats, one arm push-ups.
I'm so difficult, oh my word.
No, I'm just joking. I've never actually done one arm push-ups while brushing my teeth, but the idea is that you do this exercise at least twice a day by stacking it on top of brushing your teeth. Remember that whatever habit you're stacking with brushing your teeth, you want to scale it to a difficulty level where it's easy for you. So you want to make the trigger obvious and you want to make it easy. That's going to help you to get into forming a new habit. The next base habit my brother pointed out is actually a need. It's when nature calls. So after answering the call, I wash my hands. Obviously, at least 20 seconds. After washing my hands, I drink about 10 sips, gulps of water. Yes, I literally count the amount of times I swallow. And then on the days when I feel like overachieving, I'll drink 11 sips of water. And then on the days when I feel kind of lazy, I'll drink 5. After drinking water, I'll do some form of exercise. I vary the exercises depending on the skill that I want to work on. So that might be a pull-up, front levers, handstand push-ups, whatever it may be. I make sure to do little enough reps not to break a sweat. In the second version of this habit stack, I add one more habit. For propriety's sake, this is where I'm shooting these shots. I think we all know what transpires during the second habit stack, but it's a pretty normal human experience, so I think we might just as well talk about it. So while I'm answering the call, I use a speed reading app that has eye exercise games which help you increase your field of view. I've been doing this since making the mini masterclass on speed reading video. After that, I proceed to stack washing my hands, drinking water, and some form of exercise. The exercise will depend pretty much on how I feel on that day. Drinking water also has the added benefit of initiating a positive feedback loop, which basically goes, need the bathroom, drink water, exercise. Need the bathroom, drink water, exercise. Need the bathroom, drink water, exercise. Which pretty much means I'm getting a fair amount of daily exercise just through this one habit stack. The third and final stack naturally involves coffee and productivity. Now many of us might actually be doing this in some form or another. Mine goes like this. Whether I start working at 5:30 or at 9 a.m., I take the time to make myself a good cup of coffee. Even if it makes me a little bit late, I feel like I'm doing myself a favor, and that makes it easier for me to sit down and transition into working. So basically, after making my morning coffee, I sit down to work. That's it. Habit stacking is super easy. So if you want to start stacking habits, you can make it even more easy by just taking the examples that I gave you and figuring out your own version of that. And then as you do that, you'll start to see more opportunities during the day where you can stack habits. I think we'll be surprised because in the long run, these kinds of tiny changes will make a big difference. Cool. Bye, donkey. I'll see you guys soon. Can we just not forget the fact that we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and if you're struggling to be productive, there's a lot of added complexity to the way that life is happening right now. So if you're struggling, you can cut yourself some slack.